There is, of course, breaking news overnight. You might not have caught it before you hit the sack last night, but it began breaking at around the 9 o'clock hour out of Dallas, and snipers began attacking police officers. And I believe we're at how many police officers? 5 police officers now that have died. This is a terrible story out of Dallas, Texas. And we'll have more on it as the hour goes on, as the morning goes on. But this is, yesterday the comment was this just has to stop. You'd have to double down on that today. This is out of control. What is going on? And it almost seems as if there were multiple shooters. It almost seems as this is something that might have been planned well before today, right? Well before last night. It seems like this is something that was in the works.
A planned, coordinated, organized with multiple snipers on rooftops. Yeah, it would seem like one would assume, we hate to assume always, but that they were working in coordination. I mean, what are the odds that maybe three or upwards of 4 people on their own said, I'm going to get my sniper rifle and hop on a roof?
I don't think that's even a question. I think, but the question would be, how long has this been? Is this in direct reaction to the 2 cases, one in Baton Rouge and one in Minnesota, or is this something that has been in the works for a while? Christine Bellino, what do we know here this morning? This is tragedy on the border of anarchy. When you begin having snipers going after your police force throughout the country, this is a problem.
Right, and this happened at about...
I have a low level on you for some reason, Christine, now. Very low.
Okay, is this better?
Much better, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
So it started at about 8:45 local time last night. 3 people are in custody. 1 man who was in a standoff with police shot himself dead. To put this all into perspective, this tragedy marks the deadliest day for U.S. law enforcement officers since the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. And the president, of course, talking last night, he said it was a vicious, calculated, and despicable attack on law enforcement. And I think for some time they were even searching for the wrong man or another person who they thought was connected in the shooting. So people had thought that there was another gunman loose in the city, and that now appears to have not been the case. But we're still learning so much more this morning.
Well, this started out of a demonstration over the police shootings in Baton Rouge and Minnesota. That's what was going on. It was a peaceful demonstration, and out of nowhere, so police are there. Out of nowhere, the shots started coming in sniper fashion. It's just incredible that this would go on. The other thing I find incredible, and again, at this point, we don't know if this is in direct reaction or if this has been something that had been planning. These guys have been planning for a while. We don't know who they are right now, but that stuff is all coming out today. But did anybody see the governor yesterday in Minnesota? I hope he knows something that we don't know, because he came out yesterday and basically said that this was a racist action. The shooting in Minnesota was a racist action,
right?
And that those people probably wouldn't be dead today if they were white. Now that's a bold statement to make for a governor, for anybody. I mean, I understand people are going to think things, but when you're the leader of a state, can you come out and say something like that?
Yeah, I mean, why don't you just wait until more information comes out? Like you said, maybe he knows something that we don't know.
Maybe they sat down with a guy and they found out that the cop that shot the man, maybe they sat down with him and found out, he's a huge racist and this was a racist act. I hope they know something, because otherwise, if I'm that police officer, I'm suing the daylights out of that city. I can't. Here's an officer that we don't know what went on yet, and he was distraught from the first moment that we saw him on camera.
Right.
And you have somebody out there saying, the governor of the state saying that it's a racist act. I couldn't believe that came out yesterday.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was kind of really caught off guard when I heard that playing.
Yeah. All right, let's give an update from Christine. We'll take a break, and then Rachel Sutherland is standing by here. Christine Bellino with an update. Good morning. What's going on out there this morning?